Okay, good day to all of you. I know we are all joining this session from all over the world. I just want to take 2 minutes, introduce Coco Town to all of you. Many of you are familiar, but some new faces we see. So we just go through the Coco Town history briefly. So bear with us. And then the parent company we founded in 1992. So we are coming into the 30th year anniversary soon in a couple of months. And then we started trading innovative specialty appliances, and that's just focusing on a small segment in USA, the South Indian market. And then we found that these machines, people can use it for other purposes. So when the recession hit in 2000 and so 2008, we pivoted, and then we wanted to, create a market that did not exist. Because before Coco Town, if somebody wants to start a chocolate business, they had to have millions of dollars and huge facility and tons of chocolate to cocoa beans to make chocolate. That we changed it, and then we make machines to make in small scale to make, and also we are sustainability is our big thing. We want to have environmental sustainability, business sustainability, and agricultural sustainability. The environmental sustainability is make the machines with stainless steel that last for years and years. People who bought in 2006 and 2007, after 15 years, they are still using it. And then for the agricultural sustainability, the farmers now they're producing more flavor beans so they can sell it for a higher price to the chocolate makers. Or if they decide to make chocolate, they can make it from tree to bar kind of business. And also in the end, we all get to eat the healthy chocolate. And also we want to make sure our customers stay in business. So we say we are not in the business of selling machines, we are in the business of creating entrepreneurs, chocopreneurs, the entrepreneurs in the chocolate industry. So when the COVID-19 hit last year, and there was lockdowns all over the world, and people were struggling, we were struggling, but in USA we were fortunate to get the government support, so we could stay in business. But in other countries, that was not an option. So we wanted to give them some hope and also some knowledge for them to stay in business and grow business. That's when Teresa and I and the Cocotown team came up with the idea of having webinars. So today, this is a small history how we have the patents, and we don't sell Me Too machines. We have the patents. We always think outside of the box. So, today we wanted to have one webinar because we are all stressed out. The holidays are coming. The COVID is not making it easy. But we need to step away from all this. There are two purposes of today's thing, like a cocoa. We are looking at as a ingredient in making chocolate, but there's a spirit of cocoa that's going to guide us. So Lynn has been very gracious to conduct this cacao ceremony. So we are going to turn over. But I just want to tell you, we want to return to the normal life soon. And then we always end with Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. That means my actions can contribute to the freedom and health and happiness for all. Thank you. Teresa, take over.
Thank you, Mrs. Balu. Usually we do a quick little brief question and answer from our esteemed guest. And so I would like to ask Lynn a question. I would like to know, Lynn, how you learned about Cacao Ceremony. And I mean, you have such a beautiful, elaborate thing set up there. How did you learn to do this? Or is it something that you've intuited? Or just tell us a little bit about that.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm so happy to see all of you here. That is a great question. And honestly, it's been a part of my life. For many, many years, I've been studying ancient wisdom traditions. And as I came to Panama and began my farming here, I planted my first cacao trees in 2011. And from that, really began a deep connection to Mama Cacao. She really came to me in a dream and gave me the mission really to work with her on a much deeper level. And really, since that dream came, I've been really working with ceremony, working with different wisdom traditions in Peru and other places in Mexico, learning more. It's something that it touches my heart so deeply. And the cacao medicine is such a heart opening medicine that we can all, it doesn't skyrocket you out of your body like some of the other plant medicines out there, but she works with you in a very gentle and nurturing and loving way, which is what I really like about her so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, well, what I would like to do is turn the event over to you. Oh, Mrs. Balu's up. Forgive me. I see your finger up. Mrs. Balu, did you want to add something?
Yeah, make sure they have the drink and the notebook.
Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder. Have your cacao and your journal or paper and pen. And with that, we will turn it over to Lynn.
Hi, everyone. It is such an honor, such a pleasure to be here with all of you. Thank you, Cocoa Town, for inviting me to be a part of your webinar series. I'm truly, truly honored. And this is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to really come together in a sacred circle. So I would like to just ask that if you can turn your camera on, to please do so that we can really create an energetic circle for a few minutes. And if you want to turn your camera off afterwards, not a problem, but to really come together in circle, it's so nice to be able to see each other's face and to really get the energy flowing. So today is an opportunity to take this time and this space to allow and to receive some of the deeper gifts that cacao has to bring us. You know, many of us are working with cacao on a daily basis, and sometimes we just forget how magical and special she is. So as Teresa said, if you don't have your journal or your pen, that might be something you just want to jump up and get right now. You'll want to have your cacao elixir and probably a glass of water as well. I know I do. And then if you have a little touchstone, something that you want to put on your own little personal altar or just hold in your hand during this time, it's really nice to have as well. So I'm just going to introduce myself real quick. Some of you know me, most of you don't. My name is Lynn Bishop. And like I said before, I study these ancient wisdom traditions and I work with Mama Cacao and her medicine. I work with a lot of the plant medicine that's here in Panama. If you look around me, we could probably just walk in this very small space and find probably 5 to 10 medicinal plants right here. And I really honor and I love connecting with the energy of plant spirit, and cacao, of course, is one of them. And through this transmission today, I just want you to know that you are surrounded by over 1,000 cacao trees, literally right here on this property. And all of that energy of cacao, all of that energy is coming and beaming to you right now. So just really soak it in. Know that this transmission is a really powerful transmission from the jungle right here in Panama. So with that, everyone, I just want to invite you to get your cacao ready. I'm going to just go ahead and pour mine right now. Let's see. I haven't tasted it yet. I'm so excited. This is a traditional gourd that grows here on the property, and it's a traditional drinking vessel. Here we go. Wow, looks beautiful. So I want to invite you just to take your cup of cacao in your hands and to begin to observe what's in your cup. Really look at it like you've never looked at it before. Look at it like you're looking in the eyes of your lover or your mother or somebody that you just really love so much. I invite you to open up all of your senses. look at what colors you see in your cup. And if you do have bubbles, do you see any rainbow colors in there? What's the texture like? Yeah, go ahead and just smell it. Wow, so beautiful. You can just touch it with your fingers too. Can you feel the oil in it? And if it feels right, you can give yourself a cacao bindi. Oh, I love doing that. So now let's go ahead and just start to taste the cacao. Really savor it in your mouth. Feel all the flavors coming forward. Ooh, mine's pretty spicy. What I'd love to invite you to do is as I formally open this circle right now, I'm going to invite you to drink your whole cup of cacao. The point is to get the medicine inside your body so that the energy of cacao begins moving through your bloodstream, so that you're opening up your veins, the blood is pumping, your heart is opening as we go on the journey. So I don't want you to chug your cacao, but as I open the circle more formally, just go ahead and keep drinking her and bring her into your system and create a relationship with her in this moment. This is really, really special. As chocolate workers, you're always around chocolate. So just allow her to thank you and to nourish you and to give you that little bit of chocolate love right now. So good. So let's begin. Go ahead and keep drinking. I'm going to just open our circle. Dear Spirit of the East, Spirit of the Condor, we ask that you come and visit with us today, sit in our sacred circle, and bring us your vision. Bring us your gifts of vision so that we can all see that which we would like to see today, that which we need to see, that which we haven't been able to see. I ask that you join us in sacred circle right now. Hayaya. And to the spirit of the South, the spirit of the great serpent, we ask that you come and bring your healing energies to us today, your healing properties. Bring us that which can heal us within this cup of cacao. Thank you, great serpent. Hayaya. And to the spirit of the West, to the spirit of the great cats, to the jaguar, we ask that you bring us your courage today, that you bring us the courage to look within and to ask the questions and to listen deeply to the answers that come forward. Hayaya. And to the spirit of the North, to the spirit of hummingbird, we ask that you infuse us with purpose and passion and bring us the joy of what we do to us in such fullness and richness. Thank you so much, spirit of the hummingbird. Hayaya. And to the beautiful Panchan Mama who we rest our feet upon, we just really want to thank you and invite you to our circle today, because without you, Mama, we would not have the nourishing soil to grow the trees of cacao. And we just thank you so much for all that you bring and nourish on this earth. Thank you so much, Panchamama, for joining our circle today. Hayaya. And to Father Sky and Mother Moon and all the stars and the sun, we thank you for the light. We thank you for this new day. We thank you for bringing us into circle together. Hayaya. And to our ancestors who've walked this land before us, we ask that you join us and bring us the wisdom that we may be seeking. We ask that the spirit guides, the animal spirits, and all the other helping spirits join us in this circle today. We have a beautiful big circle around us of helping spirits, of animal spirits, of people. And let us just now look right and left and connect our energy to the person on either side of the photograph here on Zoom. And just imagine that you're actually reaching out and holding their hands and feel that vibration of energy moving between us. We are all connected, even though we are in different parts of the world. And through this opportunity to really connect our energy through this Zoom meeting, it's quite powerful. And if you're on either end, go ahead and just keep circling the energy around, connecting to the person on the other side. Yeah, that feels really nice. I can feel the energy building. I can feel us all coming together. Beautiful. So with that, with our connection, with our circle open, I want to invite you all just to get comfortable. Let go of all that's been happening today. We've gotten up, maybe we've showered, we've made cacao, maybe we've talked to some other people. And right now, I want to invite us all to call all of our energy back to ourselves. Like our heart is a magnet, calling all of our own energy back into our body, into ourself. And let's go ahead together and just take 3 huge, beautiful, deep breaths. And if you feel like it, go ahead and just let them out with a sigh. Let that oxygen just really come deeply into your body. Bringing all of your energy back home to your beautiful heart. Let's begin to set our intention for this journey today. What is it that you'd like to explore? Anything that you'd like to gain insight on? Is there anything that you'd like to ask assistance for? Cacao Spirit is already listening, so go ahead and ask. Know that even if your words can't convey exactly what you're wanting, Cacao Spirit can hear the beating of your heart and can understand and translate what it is that you're feeling. I want to invite you all to prepare yourself to remember all the details of this experience today. Open up all of your senses and try to remember the colors, the feelings, the textures, the smells, the temperature, the senses that you feel. Because on these journeys, we are communicated with in ways that are beyond just words. So as we open up our senses, we really begin to tap into a very rich knowledge base within us. And if you'd like to go ahead and turn your camera off, you're more than welcome to, but you're also more than welcome just to stay present and enjoy this beautiful altar. Make the decision right now to stay focused, to stay within yourself, and try to let go of all the things that you're going to do after this cacao ceremony. This is your sacred time. Enjoy it. Know that there's no right or wrong way to journey. Whatever comes up is absolutely perfect. There's nothing that you need to control. So just go ahead and relax. Relax. Let go of your fingers. Relax into your arms, your toes, your legs, your chests, your eyelids, your eyes. Just let go and relax. And now that you are relaxed and ready, I'm going to take you on a journey to meet Cacao Spirit. In your mind's eye, imagine yourself sitting down outside and one by one, removing each of your shoes from your feet. Imagine that your feet are sturdy and the bottoms of your soles are accustomed to walking barefoot on the belly of Pachamama. Your feet are used to walking over rocks and through rivers and through the jungle, allowing you to connect to the spirit of the earth directly. Look around you and notice that you've been transported to another time and space. You're surrounded by the song of birds. A soft breeze rustles the thick leaves of the trees, and all around you, you're surrounded by the colors of emerald green, of lime green, of dark green, and of the deep shadows around you. You see and smell and sense the vibrant landscape all around you, thick and damp with the smell of the earth and a calm and a peaceful feeling all around. You stand knowing that your bare feet will guide you confidently on this journey. The sunshine finds its way through an opening in the canopy and beams down warm and bright on your face. And in front of you illuminates a pathway leading you deeper into the jungle. The sound of drumming comes into focus and it becomes louder. And in your alert yet relaxed state, you let this beat become your focus, letting it wash all over you like a wave, feeling it pulse through your blood and your bone. You feel that primal connection with your bare feet on the earth, flowing upwards through your legs, through your stomach, through your heart, through your throat, and into and out your head, connecting you to heaven and earth. The drum beat becomes a part of you, synchronizing with your mind, with your heartbeat, with your blood pulsing through your veins. This is the rhythm of your very being, and it's moving you step by step forward on this illuminated pathway. You hear the call of your ancestors with each step forward, and you feel and hear the call of the generations yet to be born. You feel the warmth of the sun, and you smell the sense of mossy, damp earth. And again, you hear the clear sounds of the jungle all around you. Step by step, forward, up, up. And before long, the illuminated trail leads you to a huge fern-covered tree. You stop and gaze in amazement, for it is twice as wide as you are tall, and it has been growing here undisturbed in the heart of the primary rainforest for countless generations. Its roots drinking deeply from the underground spring, its branches stretching high above the canopy in appreciation of Father's side and the stars and the sun. And as you focus your gaze, the base of this enormous tree where it enters the earth, you notice a large hollow opening, an entranceway large enough for you to fit through. You clear your mind of any thoughts that you have, for you know that this is a portal for gaining insight or for answers to which you have been seeking. And when you're ready, and your mind has been prepared, you find yourself entering the hollow in the tree, entering the portal. It's dark at first, but as your eyes become accustomed, you notice shafts of light beaming from above to provide all the light necessary to see the beauty of this finely crafted passageway. There are nooks holding treasures and sacred objects for your safe passage. There are vases of flowers. There's an altar with your personal touchstone on it. Your bare feet feel the cool, soft, mossy ground below you, and a sunbeam from above leads you further into the passage. You can smell the richness of nature, of earth and of wood. Ahead, you see a brighter light. And as you walk closer, you notice that it's another hollow in the big tree that opens onto a different part of the jungle, one that is more ancient and primal than where you came from. As you walk through the portal, you notice that there is a richness to the air, and the sunlight here takes on a golden glow. Take a moment to adjust your surroundings, to the ambience of the light, to the vivid colors, and the welcoming touch of a gentle breeze upon your skin. You feel the ancientness and deep wisdom that grows here. As you begin to walk around the landscape, you recognize bananas dripping from their tall trunks. Pineapple plants are tended in gardens, along with tropical flowers and gingers, birds of paradise. And in the trees hang orchids blooming from the mossy branches, along with ferns and vines. As you continue your exploration of this ancient jungle, you begin to see an ancient grove of gnarly low trees with green and red and yellow fruit growing from trunks. They form a circle together and you recognize the tree as theobromine cacao, the tree whose fruit is your beloved chocolate. You walk closer to the circle of the trees, and you see that not only are the trees covered in beautiful, large fruit, but from all along the branches sprout tiny, delicate flowers, no larger than a fingernail. It's as if the trees were dressed in their finest gown for you. And in the center of the circle of the cacao trees, you begin to see a fire glowing, and you hear the sound of a flute and of bells. And then you notice there's a figure dancing, tending the fire, and waving to you, calling you to come and enter the circle. You decide to walk forward, being aware and alert and allowing your mind to be open to what you may experience next, as you know that this is a sacred opportunity to meet the spirit of cacao. As you step forward, you make a mental note to yourself to stay open, as you know that the form that cacao spirit chooses to take today may be different from that which you might have expected. Don't be surprised if cacao spirit shows themselves in a different form. Cacao spirit guides you near the fire and invites you to sit on an empty log. As you take in all of the details of the fire, of the tools on the low table beside it, the trees circling all around you, the cacao spirit brings you a board that's shaped like a cup, and engraved on each of the four sides are symbols of the condor, the serpent, the jaguar, and the honey. The cacao spirit returns back to the small low table and pours a hot elixir into a tall stoneware vessel. And into the vessel, they place a wooden paddle and begin rubbing the handle between their hands. And out of the top comes a frothy, bubbly foam. The cacao spirit carries this vessel towards you and asks you to hold out the gourd. They fill the gourd to overflowing, allowing some of the sacred elixir to spill onto the earth as an offering to Panchen Mama. Panchen Mama, thank you for all that you birth and nourish in this abundant jungle rainforest. Cacao spirit instructs you to drink all of your elixir. And as you do, you study the lines on your face, sensing the ancient wisdom held within. As the medicine, the cacao elixir enters your bloodstream, you feel even more relaxed, and you can feel your heart opening, giving you the courage to ask for that which you are seeking. Remembering back to the intent you set upon starting this journey today, you begin to share it with Cacao Spirit. And even when your words may not tell all, Cacao Spirit reads what's in your heart and understands completely. Cacao Spirit returns to the low table and picks up a handful of dried cacao beans. Cacao Spirit walks back to where you sit on the log and presses 3 beans into your hand. They request that you hold these beans and take a moment to infuse them with your heartfelt desire. Meanwhile, they return to the low table and retrieve a clay comal, an earthenware plate of sorts, and place it over the fire. It's covered in soot and years of wear, yet you know that the magic it contains is there for your highest good and the highest good of all involved. As the clay comal glows red with the heat, Cacao Spirit instructs you to place your 3 beans on the hot surface. They hand you a long stick to push the seeds about so that they don't burn. When the seeds dance and pop, Cacao Spirit helps you remove the toasted seeds into a vessel. As the beans cool, Cacao Spirit asks you to break open the beans and to drop them onto a banana leaf. As the beans spill from their shell, they form a pattern made from the toasted cacao nibs and the husks. Cacao Spirit studies the pattern before them and begins to translate or read this sacred message to you as it relates to your intention. Take a moment, pay attention, and listen closely to what Cacao Spirit has to share with you. Notice any images, sensations, colors, symbols that come forward. For not always does Cacao Spirit speak in clear words. Take a moment right now to listen. Spirit finishes interpreting the reading, you may find that you have an additional question or two to ask, or you may wish to seek additional guidance. Now is the time to ask Cacao Spirit for any additional information. Be respectful as you listen to the wisdom and guidance that Cacao Spirit has to share with you today. And with this gift of wisdom and guidance from Cacao Spirit complete, you know that it's time to take your leave. As you stand up from the log, you catch the twinkle in Cacao Spirit eyes, and they invite you to visit at any time. And with this, you reach into your bag and you take out a gift that you had forgotten you had brought along with you. You press this gift lovingly into Cacao Spirit's hands, and you offer your love and appreciation for this special ceremony that you had with them today. Slowly, you turn around in the direction from where you came from. Your bare feet on the cool earth again. You breathe in deep of this rich and fragrant air, and you once again hear the sounds of the jungle. Step by step, you pass through the circle of cacao trees, again noticing their exotic beauty. Step by step, you retrace your path, thanking the wisdom of this ancient and primal jungle rainforest. The gentle breeze caresses your skin in acknowledgement of your journey today. You pass by the tall bananas, the pineapples, the mangoes, the tropical flowers. You say goodbye for now to the delicate orchids and the ferns, and the hanging vines. And now you're ready to come back through the portal, through the hollow opening, and into the passageway. You pass through the space, noticing again the nooks and the sacred objects. And when you get to the altar, you stop for a moment to leave a small fragment of cacao husk for the spirits. The light grows brighter as you approach the opening, leading out of the passageway and back to the jungle from where you came. Take a moment to prepare your mind to remember any of the details from this journey that you feel are important or relevant to you. And when you're ready, you step out into the sunlight, your bare feet firmly on the damp and mossy ground. And with the bird songs and the smells of nature and the drums calling you home, take your time and walk back to find your shoes. And when you do, sit down and put them on one by one. And come back to the here and now. And without effort or disturbance, find your pen and your journal and make a few notes about your journey to meet with Cacao Spirit today. Take a few minutes right now to capture anything important that you wish to remember. And afterwards, we'll have an opportunity to share. Thank you for allowing me to be your guide today to visit this land where Cacao Spirit lives. Go ahead and note any colors, textures, messages, feelings. No detail is too small, for Cacao Spirit speaks to you through these symbols, colors, forms, shapes, feelings, sensations. Try to take another minute to just capture anything important. just go ahead and wrap up your last thought. And we're going to turn the recording off right now. I'd love to invite anybody to share anything that is relevant, anything